Hello, this is Healer, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Last time, we were getting ready to summon the other Scion, so I hope this is enough crystals. And I'm assuming, shards could be a replacement. And I got this one cluster here, in 11, that's like 12 crystals. Oh boy. Lord of Levin. If anyone wishes to discuss the latest threat to arise in the Black Shroud. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you were it not urgent. Oh good, I had enough crystals. To business, then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylph may have called forth their revered guardian, the primal Ramuh. I call him Ramuh, I'm sorry. I played these games back when they weren't voiced, so, we didn't have much to go on. I mean, yes, they're probably based on some mythological being, but I'm sorry, I don't know much. I'm sorry, may have? Then it is not certain. The Elder Seats here informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no sign of undue commotion. Forgive me, antecedent, but that fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Ramuh is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs or their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. We were not keeping close watch on the touched ones and their movements? That's not my voice for her. If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, it would surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon? You foresaw this eventuality and did not to prevent it? I told Papa Limo. I suppose I could have reported things in Minfilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could expect. We could do except wait and see. We could steal their crystals. We could kill them. You know how the Sylph feel about people poking around in their territory. They already summoned Ramuh once after the calamity, but that was because the Guardians came tramping through their forest. And so long as Castrum Orion stands, the Sylph cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The action of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Uldar drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like that the Sylphs perceive this panicked migration as yet another invasion, and quicken their effort to summon their god. I am put in the mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved the way for the primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Wheeler, through your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Solace, you once succeed in preventing an untimely conflict with Redania. I wonder, might one who has traded with the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve a similar process with their patron deity? If Ramuh can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. A fond hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with beastmen sometime immemorial. But maybe this time we can. Let us continue this discussion anon. Let us needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramuh's presence. The Elder Caesar has requested your personal involvement, Wheeler. Pray report to Commander Hewell at the Adder's Nest as soon as you are able. Oh good, I can turn in this other quest too. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, fears suggests that your meeting with the Lord 11 will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow Scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. In other words, none. So, I guess we're going to Gardania. Because reasons. I mean, I probably wouldn't be too worried if actually the good Sylph would summon him. Because, you know, he only acts to defend them. I mean, and actually, we'll find out soon, if we didn't find out already. Ramuh does not like tempering. He is pretty against it, actually. And I think, you know, the Sylphs that are touched, who are tempered, basically, they kind of did it because they were crazy. They were like, oh my god. But, you know, there's not going to be, like, any sacrifices to Ramuh in this case. You haven't heard anything about kidnappings. So it's kind of obvious that he does not like tempering, is basically what I'm saying. Yes, the prayers do give him strength, but he only wants to defend his people, not, you know, destroy for everything. Lord 11, Vienna of the Scions, your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of a primal has ever caused for alarm and unease. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, I know of none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Caesar, however, would speak with you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic, rather than martial, skills may better serve our cause. I will leave a further explanation to our learned leader. Pray make your way to Nofka's altar. The conjuring attendants will admit you to the Lotus Den. I'm sorry, I'm going to do this part of my quest while I'm here. Revealer of the Scions, glad I am to see you. I assume you have been apprised of the situation regarding the Mughal monarch. This is for extreme mode. And your previous deposal of the king, Kublai Khan approached Mogul's guard and attempted to convince them of the errors of their way. Unfortunately, it appears that his efforts at persuasion had rather the opposite effect. The royal sentries reportedly flew into a frenzy and focused their righteous indignation into summoning a new ritual. Mayhap it was the unwavering intensity of the Mogul guard's prayers, but the king has returned to the forest enveloped in an almost blinding aura of majesty. Kublai Khan tells us that this not dawdling maniacal avatar has now taken to calling himself Great King Mogul Mogul XII. Suffice it to say that the Elder Caesar is willing to condone the necessary act of regicide. For the safety of all who dwell within the 12th Wood, it has been decided that the king must fall. A certain member of the Elder Caesar's personal guard has already escorted Kublai Khan to the ward that shields the monarch's domain. Those among us with the ability to see Mughals are often in high demand, but considering the urgency of your mission, our leader felt it best to expedite matters. Pray make your preparations and set out as soon as you are able. Kublai Khan awaits you in the bramble patch in the East Shroud. But we have... well, no. Yeah, we basically, for that quest, we're supposed to go out and... all we have to do is go to the same area where we had to escort Kublai Khan before and touch it, and we're attuned to doing the battle. As I said, I'm not sure I'm going to be doing that battle. I am... you know, I've never actually tanked that battle, and it does run a bit different than the hard mode. Though, I'm not sure what completely the tank's role is in there. I will say that instead of seeing the little Mughals, you start off with the king, and he'll come in. Or the others will come in later. And it's like, you can't kill the Mughals. You have to take them down to like barely any life left, and eventually the king will share his health with them. And that's the way you kill him. Oh, I mean, I guess most of your job as a tank would be, well, tanking the king, but I'm sure the others have to be tanked somehow too. But I don't know how that works. They do kind of go off on their own.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty.
Yay.
I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramuh is returned unto the forest.
Oh, fuck.
Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace.
Is it Frixio?
Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramuh is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided.
No, we can hope that too.
Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a Primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations.
Okay.
The Twelveswood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramuh himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities.
Okay.
Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
Okay. Yep, I'm nodding. That means okay.
You have my thanks. Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands Veorzia shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Really? Oh, what the hell is with your one guard's hair? It looks like cornrows there. I mean, yes, I know that is a female hairstyle, and is a female hairstyle in this game, but it still shocked me. It's not one I see very often. Okay, so we need to speak with the Serpent Lieutenant at Little Solace. Kitty smells frost. Okay. So we want to go to the Hawthorne Hut. And from there we will head to Little Solace. Wait, oh, that's for Moggle Mob. Never mind. Sounds like Blizzard's being stupid again. Oh well, you know, shit happens. Hello, voice. Have you screwed up anything else lately? Alexia, you have a quest for me? Get 24. For a Sylvan Secret Belt. I'm not doing it. Well, that's a cute hairstyle. I like that. Theater of the Scions, I was told to expect you. I understand you go to treat with the primal Ramuh himself. An unenviable task, and one that shall be made all the more difficult by the interference of the touched Sylph. With the aid of the Scions and the inhabitants of Little Solace, the Order of the Twin Adder will enter the Southlands and do what can be done to clear your path. I shall brief you on the impending operation once you are satisfied with your preparations. Oh god, I just remembered how this goes. Southland Sting. Ooh. All of the clear prisms. Serpent Lieutenant is eager to explain details of your foray into the Southlands. Ready, are you? Allow me to explain the finer details of this foray into the Southlands. In order that you might treat with the Lord of Levin, we must first learn where the Primal is to be found. Though we are certain Ramuh, who was summoned somewhere within the territory of the Touchstone, his precise whereabouts yet elude us, and aimlessly thrashing around in the undergrowth will only lead to unnecessary conflict. We are fortunate, then, to have the expertise of the sciences that have been thrown at our disposal. Mr. Theta and her companions will make use of the Charlian devices to measure recent etheric activity. They assure me that the disturbance caused by the summoning of the Primal shall prove a most obvious beacon. But we must not get ahead of ourselves. Your first objective will be to join up with your fellow Scions. Time being of the essence, they have already entered the Southlands. Fear not, however, they have a Twin Adder escort and a Sylph guide for come... Help! This one needs help! I'm not dancing for you. The guide? What has become of our companions? Those ones were ambushed at the border of Touch One territory. Touch One tossed a stinging scale bomb, and arrow shooting ones were left coughing and crying. What of the Scions? Arrow shooting ones were in the lead and took the worst of the stinging. Other walking ones scattered this way and that to escape the same fate. Barely 2 steps into the Southlands and we've already lost our charges? But it will profit us little to go running after them until we know exactly what we're facing. Let us first tend to the scouts and assess the situation. This one has cleansing water for walking ones. Flash it over arrow shooting ones and rinse away the stinging scales from eyes and nose and mouth. My thanks. I will leave this task in dealer's capable hands. Of course. 'Tis hardly an auspicious beginning, but I must ask that you adhere to the plan and rendezvous with your fellow Scions. If you get the scouts back on their feet, they may be able to point you toward your companions. Oh, and be on guard. If this operation is to succeed, we can ill afford any further mishaps. Coughing and crying ones are not far. This one will show walking one the way. Will you now? I guess he flew all the way back over there. Now, I know I have a battle coming up that may actually go into the next episode, but I'm going to use Tyler because the Southlands is very heavily armored. We'll say armored. But that's not the word I want to say, but it's full of things that will kill us. And that's the most important thing. I just want to keep up my protection. Just seeing if that person might need help. In fact, why am I running? I mean, I know I can outrun a lot of these, but gravity is still, or heavy is still a status. It can happen, so must be prepared for anything. This is technically not the Southlands yet. In fact, we have not been to the Sylph Lands. It's very pretty, if not kind of creepy. This bridge will take us there. Maxio and wheezing private and teary-eyed private and suffocating private. And hostile Sylph. Hostile Sylph? What do you gotta say for yourself? Ha! Walking One suffer for trespassing in these one's domain. Yeah. Here, let me help you breathe. Oh, that's so much better. You just look like you're having trouble with breath too. Thank you. A Sylph through some matter of powder. Wipe those tears away with this cleansing water. Ah, praise Novka. I thought to claw my own eyes out from my skull. Does that bastard Sylph yet linger? I can barely see. Now we get to talk to him. Another walking one? Ha! This one shall not falter. This one carries an entire sack of... This one's sack of scale bombs. It is gone! No matter. This one will fetch more and the new walking one will suffer as well. Sylph, don't change. Okay, Maxio, what do you got for us? Hee, this one stole Touch One's sack while Touch One was gloating over Coughing One's. But this one's clever trick will mean not if Touch One fetches more scale bombs, Walking One must act fast. This one will use another clever trick to help Walking One move unseen. Walking One must sneak up on Touch One before this one's trick wears off. Oh, nut bunnies. Take the scale bomb and give Touch One a taste of Touch One's own medicine. Is Walking One ready? This one is eager to make mischief for Touch One. So, if I am correct, I'm about to be put in with an invisibility spell. Hold still, Walking One will be there. Will soon be there, but not there, just like the wind. Maxio's magic will render you invisible. Find the touch Sylph and surprise him with a stinging scale bomb before the enchantment fades. Invisibility spell will last for 25 seconds. If you run out of time before achieving the objective, return to Maxio and ask him to refresh the enchantment. While the invisibility spell is in effect, you can extend its duration by touching the sweet-smelling wildflower found along the way. This is actually one of the daily quests. Like, I think each tier of the Sylph daily quest has one of these. So, you can't mount up, but you can also not get any aggro. And, like I said, it only lasts 25 seconds, so if you see a sweet-smelling wildflower, just go get it. I mean, you know. Okay, so... Hello, hostile Sylph. I have a present for you. Ow! This one is smart and prickle. This one was being so careful with the scales. Hehehe. Now we can mount up. Don't tongue me, frog. Don't tongue me, bro. Nope. All on my nope. Yeah, you take that. Did Walking One give Touch One a singing surprise? Hee. Touch One will not bother these ones for a time, this one thinks. And Coughing and Crying Ones seem much better. Perhaps Arrow Shooting Ones are ready to talk with Walking One now. Yes, teary-eyed private, tell me what's going on. I can finally see again! Your aid is most appreciated. I thought I had that position just like, oh, they're both talking. And then, like, what? You will doubtless be here to know what became of your fellows. Well, yes, don't really need any of them. I'm just gonna take the grade 5, because, well, it's a thing. Scattered Scions. Teary-eyed Private appears ready to explain the fate of your fellow Scions. As you are aware, our party fell victim to an ambush. We scouts immediately moved forward to engage the enemy and bid the Scions take cover. Then, before we knew what was happening, the air was filled with that stinging, choking dust. Last thing I saw before my vision clouded was Master Papanemos summoning northeast toward the Gold Leaf Dive. Base. I know not what befell the others. The touch shall turn to their own to our presence in the territory, and I urge you to locate your companions quickly. Maxio, our guide, will be the greatest help to you in that endeavor. Meanwhile, my fellow scouts and I will seek to draw attention to potential ambushes away from you. Their nasty tricks will not find us such easy prey a second time. I told my mom that they should text me when dinner is done. I'm actually not happy with that. So, now I'm kind of mad. I hate when they yell down when I'm doing this, because especially when I'm in the middle of talking. Because if that's the case, I really can't mute them out. So, let's go find Papa Limo. And I hate heavy, and I'm going the wrong way. I always get tripped up on this little corner. Kind of like that corner in the, that one dungeon that I really hate. It's basically sewers. I always want to call it Tantara Deep Cross, but I know that's not what it is. Hello, Papalimo and Ida. I guess I'll have to take care of one of you guys. Maybe two of you. Oh good, that's not a Bane's room. I don't have to kill that. And there was a text from my parents telling me that dinner is ready. I heard them. I heard them. Enough of this. My feet ache, my back hurts, and I wish to leave these Sylphs in peace. Pathetic greetings, why don't you let this fellow take your measure? What? Oh. Hi. That's a dead tree. Wait a second. Papalimo? Sigh, why do you persist? There's no need to take measurements. I can tell you with certainty that Lord Ramuh is nowhere to be found. Ida? No, I will not walk another step. Let us cease this despoilment of the forest and return home. Does anyone else have a strange feeling? And Papalimo said this one. Something bothering Walking One? Wise ones are not acting as wise ones should? This one is not sure how wise ones should behave, but this one suspects sneaky ones seek to deceive Walking Ones with skin-changing tricks. Walking One must take these tricks-breaking scale bombs and throw them at skin-changing sneaky ones. Although this one does not suggest throwing anything out, unless Walking One is sure wise ones are truly not wise ones. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Hehehe. I'm gonna do this for a while. Sylph in Scion's clothing. Oh, did I just get... Oh, I got ads. Hey. Snarl! Go away, or else I'm gonna have to kill you. You're 5 levels lower than the guy I just killed. And you! How did Walking One know? Gee, because you call everyone... adjective here one? Occasionally, pronoun? No, not pronoun. What's the word I'm looking for? Article. Article 1. You guys. Why is one of the sneaky ones in disguise after all? So this one, the walking one, and the sneaky one's trap? Forgive this one. This one will search for more, and so must walking one. Does walking one still have tricks breaking scale bombs? This one fears more sneaky ones may be lurking nearby. And this one will find the sneaky ones in the next episode. This has been Veeler. I hope you enjoyed and have fun.